Hi everyone, it's good to be here with you once again to share a new video with new content. This time we are going to study three functions of nouns. They are appositives, addressed nouns, and genitives. First of all, we are going to do a general overview of these three functions to know how they work and how to find them in a sentence. Stay with me, this is Grammar for Everybody. Let's begin with appositives. The first thing that we have to know is that appositives are generally set off by commas. It means that we will find appositives between two commas, but this doesn't happen always. An appositive is a noun in apposition. Apposition is the use of a noun or a noun phrase right after another noun, and that noun refers to the same person or thing that is before it. Like in this example, Paris, the capital of France. The capital of France is in opposition to Paris. Now let's have some practice on how to find appositives in statements. Let's see these two examples that I have here. Eugenia, my teacher, assigned me a project. If we see, these two words are set between commas. So, my teacher is the appositive in this sentence. Eugenia is my teacher, so this noun is referring to the noun Eugenia. Let's see the second example. Matt, the new physical trainer, arrives next week. In this sentence, we can see that these words are between commas. The new physical trainer. Who is the new physical trainer? Matt. So, this is the appositive. Appositive and appositive. This noun, the physical trainer, refers to Matt. This is the appositive in this sentence. What appositives actually do is to rename a noun that is before them, but appositives do not appear right after the noun all the times. Keep in mind that an appositive gives extra information or renames the noun to make it clearer or more specific. Now, let's move to addressed nouns. What are addressed nouns? An addressed noun refers to the second person. That means that we use them when we talk to someone else, not about someone else or about yourself, just when we talk to someone directly. It is a noun that we use to address someone directly. I will show you an example. We can use an addressed noun before giving a command. Let's see this sentence that I have here. Don't come late tonight. We can add an addressed noun to address the person directly. We can say, Peter, don't come late tonight. In this sentence, we are talking directly to Peter and asking him not to come late tonight. We can also use addressed nouns to address someone respectfully, like in this example. Mr. President, how many people will the new project benefit? Something that I forgot to tell you is that if we pay attention, we will find out that addressed nouns in most of the cases are followed by a comma right after it. This can be a clue to identify addressed nouns in a sentence. Also, we can use addressed nouns at the end of a sentence, like in this example. Did you buy me what I asked you, Mom? If you see, here the addressed noun appears before a comma, but it is always separated from the rest of the sentence with that comma. Finally, we have genitives. These nouns show possession, but careful. It is easy to confuse the contraction of the verb be with a genitive. Now I will explain you why. This normally happens only in spoken English. Let's see this case. Their dog's big. We usually say this when we are talking, and in this case we are using the contraction of the verb be with the noun dog. If we change this, it would say, their dog is big. Now let's see a real example of a genitive. Their dog's ears are big. In this case, we are using the genitive to say that the ears of the dog are big. To use a genitive, we simply add an apostrophe after the noun and we add an s. Like in this example, we have the noun dog and we add the apostrophe and then we add an s. In the case of a singular noun, we do this. Dog's ear. We just add the apostrophe after the noun and we add the letter s. In the case of a plural noun, we go like this. Dog's dinner. This is a plural noun, so we just add the apostrophe after the s. And singular nouns that have a letter s at the end, we do this. Chris' necklace. We can just add the apostrophe right after the s, or we can do this. Chris's necklace, and we add the apostrophe after the s and we add another s. Both ways are correct. And if we have a plural noun not ending with s, we go like this. Men's bathroom or women's bathroom. We just add the apostrophe and the letter s after the noun. These were the three functions of nouns that I prepared for you today. I hope everything was understandable for you, but if you have a doubt about these three functions of nouns, you can feel free to send me an email. Saying this, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Take care.